lose weight without tracking calories. So listen, you're one of those people who just does not want to track any calories. That is okay, because I'm going to tell you how you can lose weight, or make it very likely you're going to lose weight without needing to ever track. Now, I will say that tracking calories is a very, very effective way to lose weight. But yes, you can do it this way. It's still going to work if you actually put the work in. All right, so simple as that. Before I get into all of this though, remember, I've been doing this for 5 years now. This is my bicep. I know what I'm talking about. Please listen up, okay? Calisthenics, weightlifting for 5 years, researching this extensively every single day, learning something new every single day. I don't know what else to tell you. I'm credible. I know what I'm talking about, okay? So, again, before I get into all of this as well, in the description, if you are struggling with building a nice aesthetic physique, please go and check out my aesthetic body course or my one-to-one coaching. They will really help you out if you are struggling. All right, all that out of the way, let's get into it. You want to lose the weight without tracking calories. Now, let's establish what losing the weight actually is. Well, we're obviously talking about losing fat, okay? We don't want to lose any muscle, do we? So hopefully you're in the gym already training and building muscle, because, you know, you want to do that. Now, we want to lose fat, okay? Because fat is what makes our physique look soft and not very good. So how do we do that? We need a caloric deficit, all right? We need to be in an energy deficit. We need our body to be using fat stores for energy because we are in this deficit, okay? It's not getting enough calories, and so it needs to use calories from our body. I hope that makes sense, okay? Weight loss comes down to calories in, calories out. Basically, the calories in part is the eating part. The calories out is the moving part, like you moving around, etc., your metabolism, okay? We want our calories out part to be higher than our calories in part, so then we can lose weight, okay? If our calories in and calories out are the same, we're going to stay at the same weight. If our calories in is higher than our calories out, we're going to be gaining weight. So we want to eat less and move more. Simple as that, okay? So first step is, I would say, make sure your diet really is on point, okay? So when you're not tracking, you need your diet to be on point, because with tracking, you know, like if you have a donut here and there, you could just track it into your calories and like that's it. Like you're not going to gain any weight because you've tracked it in, and then the rest of your diet is going to be tracked into the calories as well, and you're not going to be gaining weight. But when you're not tracking, you need to be a bit more careful. So I'd say 90% of the time you're eating, 90% of your calories or what you're eating is real whole foods, okay? It is foods that come from the earth, foods that are one ingredient, foods that are satiating, okay? So I'm talking about meat, eggs, fruit, vegetables, all those types of stuff. They're going to be filling you up, making you feel full, giving you energy throughout the day, okay? That is very, very important. I would genuinely say there's a 99.5% chance you would fail this diet if you only ate processed foods and you weren't tracking, because you'd overeat, you wouldn't feel full at all, you'd have no energy, and yeah, that's just it. You need these whole foods. So first step, start improving your diet. If your diet right now is 100% processed foods, don't go straight into eating the real whole foods because you're simply not ready for that yet. Go to 80% of the time, eat the real whole foods, then 60%, then 40%, then 20%, and then from there, you're in a pretty good spot. But it does take time. You need to progressively deload, okay? So you know how in the gym we progressively overload, go up in weight? We want to progressively deload this habit of eating lots of junk and processed foods. First step, real whole foods. Now, this second step kind of links in with the first step with the real whole foods. It is eat low calorie dense voluminous foods. All right. So we want to be eating, 3 to 5 meals a day. I'd say probably in the upper end, 4 to 5 meals a day would be pretty good. But those meals, we want to make them as big as possible, but low in calorie as possible, okay? So we're having these big meals so we can fill up our stomach, also, get all the right nutrients, etc. But so we can fill up our stomach and feel very satiated. Our ghrelin hormone is going to be low down because we're feeling, full, okay? Ghrelin is the hunger hormone. It's going to be down. 99% of the reasons, so 99% of diets fail is because of hunger, okay? So we don't want to be hungry. So real whole foods and then voluminous foods. So what does this mean? Every time you go and eat a meal, say you want to eat some chicken, I want you to squish that bowl with as much vegetables as possible, with as much, I don't know, fruit in your yogurt bowl, etc. Very low calorie, but fill you up a lot, okay? Literally a whole bag of shredded lettuce, 20 calories. It's going to make your meal 5 times as big, and all of that food fills up your stomach and makes you feel very full. So yeah, also protein, very much needed in this diet. Protein is not just good for building muscle, it is also the king of satiation, okay? It makes you feel the most full out of any macronutrient. So eat a lot of protein. Also, the amazing cool thing about protein is 20 to 30% of the calories you eat from protein, they are actually just burnt off from you just eating it. Let me quickly explain. There's a thing called the thermic effect of food, okay? So carbohydrates, it's around 5 to 10% of the calories are burnt off just by kind of digesting the food. Fats, very low, it's like 3 to 5%, but protein is around 20 to 30%. So if you ate 2,000 calories of protein, you're actually only eating around 1,700 calories of the protein, or maybe 1,800 calories of the protein. So more protein means you're burning more calories just from eating, because if you think about it, protein to be converted into fat, it's a long process, right? It needs to, be converted into the fat, but fat to fat is just fat to fat. There's not like a long, big process that your body needs to go through to do that, so it doesn't burn many calories. I really hope that makes sense. It's kind of poorly explained, but we'll move on. So far, real whole foods, protein high. Your meals need to be very big, voluminous, low calorie dense foods. The vegetables and fruit are always the best for this because they're low calorie, and yeah, you can eat a lot of it. And yeah, so avoid the processed foods as much as physically possible, because they're the complete opposite to low calorie dense foods. They are high calorie dense foods, highly palatable. In like one little muffin, you have 1,000 calories. But when you look at vegetables and fruit, you can have a whole massive salad bowl, literally filled to the brim. You would feel so full, a kg of salad, and it would be 200 calories, right? So yeah, really use those as much as you possibly can. Now, another thing is, I would say, if you're trying to lose weight without tracking calories, etc., use things like caffeine, okay? So caffeine shouldn't be used as like a crutch. It shouldn't be used like you rely on it. But caffeine can be good in a diet because it suppresses appetite and it gives you energy. Now, drinking caffeine can be a fat burner. It doesn't mean it burns fat off you. It doesn't mean like it does crazy stuff to you, like gives you superpowers. It just means you're more likely to be energized, and so more likely to move around more, and so your physical expenditure goes up, and so you burn more calories, okay? Then the other benefit of caffeine is just it suppresses your appetite a lot. So if you're someone who gets very hungry, but you've ate already 3 meals in the day, or 4 meals in the day, and you can't be eating much more, otherwise you'll know you're in a surplus, then have some caffeine, suppress your appetite. It doesn't make you feel very hungry anymore, and yeah, you just move on throughout your day, you have more energy, and you're going to be burning more calories. So yeah, that's really good. Use caffeine as much as possible, use diet sodas, etc. like that, but use them as a tool, not a crutch, is what I'd say, okay? Don't rely on them completely. Don't be having 10 Monster energies a day just to get you through. Like, you don't need all that, but it can be very good when it comes to like using it just to help you get through, okay? Diet soda really helped me. No, it's not going to give you cancer. No, nothing's bad going to happen. And yeah, you're more likely to stick to your diet, lose weight, and actually keep that weight off. So far, let me just summarize all of this. You're eating the real whole foods, very much needed because you need the nutrients to be healthy, but then also makes you feel very full up. Then the voluminous foods, the real whole foods are usually the voluminous foods anyway, so you're kind of doing that anyway. High protein because thermic effect food, also good for preserving muscle and building muscle, or needed to build muscle. And then use things like caffeine, diet soda, etc. It's not going to be bad for you. It's going to help you out. Okay, so another thing I would say is you need to be tracking your weight, okay? If you are not counting your calories, you don't know if you're in a deficit. Like, you just don't know. So we need to be making sure we are tracking our weight. This doesn't mean you weigh yourself once a week. This doesn't mean you weigh yourself twice a week. It means you weigh yourself every single day, but you don't worry about the daily fluctuations. you go and find out the median weight for the week. Let me explain, okay? So throughout the week, you're going to have loads of fluctuations just because you may eat a bit more one day, you may drink more water, you may have more sodium, etc. It just messes up with your weight, and it's all water weight, okay? But if we get the median of the week, right, we're more likely to know exactly what our weight was that week. So say, for example, you've got your weights for the week, 7 days, you've got your weights, okay? You go for the lowest, so you order it lowest weight to highest weight, and then you just cross out the numbers till you get to the middle number, right? So in a row, bang, 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 middle number, easy. Then that is probably around your weight, like the average weight for that week, okay? That's like what you probably were that week, okay? So every single week, we want to make sure we're looking at that median weight and making sure it's going down. Now, there may be a week where you drop 5 pounds. There may be a week where you gain 1 pound. There may be a week where you stay the same. But, if it's been maybe over 2 weeks and you haven't lost any weight, then okay, maybe I should start to eat less or increase my physical expenditure. Okay, but just track the weight so right? The scale can't lie, right? If you're getting less mass, right, you're getting less fat, then you're going to weigh less, okay? So please use that to your advantage. Now, I'm going to lastly go into physical expenditure here. We spoke a lot about diet. Let me explain the calories out part, okay? So we want to be making sure we are expending more calories, basically, because you're probably not moving enough. You're probably not as active as you think. So we want to increase that as much as we can. What does that mean? Well, let's try our best to increase our steps as much as possible, okay? So say you're getting 5,000 steps a day, aim for 10. You're getting 10,000, aim for 12. Just get, 10 to 15,000 steps a day. You'll be golden. It's easy. They stack up throughout the day. If you're just more conscious of it, park further away from the gym, park further away from the shopping market, wherever, you're going to be getting more steps in. Just make sure every single day you end the night 10k steps, okay? You've done that, great. You're sticking to your steps, great. Your physical expenditure is going up, you're burning more calories. The calories out part is going up. Now, I would also add on to this cardio. I know. Horrible, right? It sounds disgusting. But cardio, it's the holy grail of year-round fat loss, okay? It makes you better at burning fat. You get better at it over time, so you burn more calories. It's just simply healthy for you. It's simply good. I know you don't want to do it. I was so against it. I was like, there's no point in me doing this. But now I really enjoy it. I found the cardio that I actually enjoy. I watch some YouTube while I do it. It goes by really quick. And I actually now look forward to the cardio because it's peaceful. You hop off the machine, the endorphins are going, you're feeling happy. You feel like you've actually done something. You feel like you're productive. And it's just simply good for you, okay? And for longevity, it can add years to your life. Just improving your VO2 max can add years to your life. I think it's up to 3 years. Well, not up to, but studies have shown up to 3 to 4 years can be added to your life just by having a better VO2 max, okay? So 150 minutes a week of cardio. Find the cardio you enjoy, or find the cardio you can get through where you can put your phone up and just get through it or distract yourself. Just get it done, okay? You burn more calories. You're going to be a better butter burner. This is Greg Duchette who made that. And yeah, do your cardio, all right? Stop being dumb. It's good for your health, but it's also good for burning calories. Very good for burning calories because the weights, the average session, 100 to 300 calories probably burn. Cardio, in an hour, you could burn, if you're actually good, you could burn 500 calories, 600 calories, pretty easy. Now, there is better cardio machines than others. I've done a video on this before. The best cardio machine, in my opinion, is the elliptical because your whole body's in motion. You're using your whole body. Swimming, really good as well. There's no impact as well. So running's not as good because it hurts your knees quite a lot. And yeah, but do cardio, increase your steps. Make sure you're getting voluminous, real whole foods in. Make sure you're tracking your weight. You will start losing weight. I promise you will. And if you're not, you need to eat a bit less and increase the physical expenditure a little bit more. That is all you need to know. And yeah, give it time and you'll start losing weight and you'll start looking good. And yeah, that's it. And you may get to a point where you've lost a lot of weight and you want to take a little maintenance break. Just go up to maintenance calories, eat a little bit more, do a little bit less physical expenditure or move a little bit less. And then you can carry on dieting when you're ready. Simple as that. All right. Now, as I stated, before you run off, right, as I stated, in the description is my aesthetic body course and my one-to-one coaching. In the aesthetic body course, it is 5 years of my own experiences, learning, going through the trials and tribulations, making all the mistakes, doing all the things wrong, learning. It is 5 years of experience into one course, and it tells you exactly how to build a nice, attractive, aesthetic physique. I know what I'm talking about. I built it myself. I know how to get lean. I know how to build muscle. I know how to do anything now. I've done this for a very long time. I've been researching this for a very long time. It's my biggest passion. I want to see you healthy. I want to see you happy. I want to see you confident. I want to see you have a nice aesthetic physique, because it's changed my life and it will change yours too. And now the other link goes to my online one-to-one coaching. If you want, you can hop on a call with me and I will basically give you all the advice and knowledge I have tailored to you to get you to your dream physique and get you healthy and get you into shape. All right, anything I think is suitable with advice and information for you personally, I'll give that to you, and you can get that information and go fly off with it and get in the best shape of your life. So go and check those links out. They will change your life if you let it. And remember, nothing changes if nothing changes.